they're really hurting because the federal protection program might be expiring soon, huh?
Yes, it actually expires today. The federal program that provides unemployed Americans an extra $600 per week expires today, July 31st. That's it, guys. Senate Republicans and Democrats have been unable to reach a deal on the next round of stimulus for Americans hurting financially due to the pandemic. Both sides in the Senate continue to point fingers at each other. Many people are at risk of finding themselves without a place to live. A federal eviction moratorium on millions of renters expired last week, potentially sending households into devastating turmoil. It's unclear if the Senate or the House will reinstate that moratorium as part of stimulus talks. I think they ought to, at least if they're not going to extend the extra $600, they should at least extend the moratorium. What do you guys think? That's face.
I don't know. I mean, it's such a mess. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is for this, and I don't know that I necessarily should give my opinion. But you got to feel for people out there who are unable to work, and we know that when a lot of these restaurant jobs went away, it's not like those people were making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, right? And you're already maybe at risk. You have these sort of like fringe jobs and these people who are just trying to make rent and make ends meet. And in Los Angeles, where it's so expensive, you feel for them. It's really tough. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is.
Even if you expand that moratorium, sorry if I'm saying that wrong.
No, you're saying it right.
People who have to pay. My grandma's a homeowner and she rents out her property. And then so if they continue to put that up to extend people to pay their rent, she's the one who has to then pay the mortgage. And she's retired. She's living off of Social Security. And to extend that, sure, it helps those people who are renting, which I have other family members who do rent, but it hurts people who own property and people who aren't rich necessarily, just because they own property doesn't mean
it's not like Equity Residential, all these fat cats sitting in, the boardroom with their big mustaches and drinking smoothies made of dollar bills. It's like people like your grandmother, people like my landlord, who is like the same as you're saying, Robert, a grandmother in her own right, and just somebody who owns another house and has owned it for a long time, and she lives off of my rent essentially.
The mortgage, the rent, I get that.
It just shows you too. It's not just these one specific things. What happens when you take one piece out of a huge arch? The whole thing collapses. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough. Well.